What's up, Internet? Talking about synchronicity. So, I just painted my car white and black, and they released a brand new character for the game I'm playing who is white and black like a cow, too. Um, it's for an event called For Rest, like, the forest, but it's for space rest. Um, Thought that was pretty cool. And today I went to the store, and there was a really cute girl with pure white hair, like young and dyed hair stocking. They were out of cheese, so I had to walk and get some cheese, and there she was. But it's all today. Like this character had white hair today. There was a person at the store with white hair. How often do you really see people with white hair? Young people with white hair, not so often. It's more common now with anime and stuff, but not too often. So yeah, I thought that was really cool. What other synchronicities with that? I do have synchronicities like Um, it's like a theme in the dream. I used to read tarot in a booth and I could pretty reliably make cards appear. The reason I quit reading tarot for people was I saw it was impossible for me to help them more than I could help myself. So I knew I had to find the life of my dreams in order to give it to others. And the tarot is also a very negative deck. There's a lot of problematic cards. So I don't know if pure positive is right. I think instead of a deck, I go with art. My art is a replacement for the decks. Um, I was definitely intrigued with the Picasso X-ray. I have stuff that people will be able to X-ray and see what's inside. But there was, he covered up a painting with another painting, and that's how I do it too. Is the painting, the underneath becomes something else. Um, yeah, paint art's definitely interesting because it combines synchronicity and form. So yeah, I'm kind of like, if you take the astrology really seriously, quadruple Sagittarius, I'm a permanent bachelor. I'll never not be a bachelor. That's both my charm and my power, right? Um, but I also have Sagittarius and Saturn, which is the Sagittarian darkness. If you can imagine the darkness of a centaur, war, and other things. So, but I also have Sagittarius Sun and Moon. Both my sun and my moon are Sagittarius. I would have been a great actor, but my dad was like, nobody made me an actor. My dad was a problem. He's like short and bald and mean. And I remember there were like these cute girls that lived across the street from us, both my brothers and my age. And we were like, dude, these are our girlfriends from the universe. My dad thought they were his girlfriends. It's like, these are for me, right? An old man. So I've generally like sought to end circumcision and sought for AI monitoring. I feel offended that people did that to me, but I also understand that it's like there was a reason they did it, both in the negative and in the positive. So I think if the AI could just watch everything, if the AI knew what the bodies did together, what do people actually do together? That's useful to know, both for preventing victims and for protecting people from false accusations, too. You won't be able to go down for something you didn't do. So, yeah. But I did find that interesting that I just painted my car white and black. And they just released a character in the game I'm playing that is white and black, right? And then this girl at the grocery store, I ended up getting run around because where I normally get stuff had changed. And in the other location, there's this girl with pure white hair. Young, I don't know, maybe 20. 20 with pure white hair, which is a cool synchronicity. All today. So yeah, people who know synchronicity. That's how it works. So, yeah. Went for a ride. I filled up the air in my tires, but it's still showing a low tire mark. I don't know if that's because I went right to the limit and pulled it out, some air escapes, maybe that's enough. But this thing is running a million times better. The guy who sold me it, it was like the transmission changes a little clunky. Um, it's not when it's driving, but it is when you go out of like park into driver reverse. It's a little bit of a thunk, it's a little clunky. So I'm not going to change any of the fluids until I leave. So closer to when I'm going, which is months away. We've been getting rain, which I like. I love rain. I definitely, uh, my white ancestry is more used to clouds and rain all the time. I can deal with cloudy days 80% of the year. And then it's really nice when the sun does come out. Then it's like, oh, that's awesome. But when there's no clouds at all and it's pure sun for days, it gets like, you know, I know black people who hate the cold. They're like, no. It's kind of fun. Like, there's people who can eat coconut and they love it. I cannot eat coconut. If I have coconut rum, I'll get the shits. I had that Ormus Gold that's in coconut oil. I had the worst diarrhea. The worst diarrhea. Um, but I love potatoes. I can eat potatoes all day. Potatoes in my digestive tract, they know what they're doing together, right? So I find that interesting. But yeah, I had some love synchronicity, which I like. Man, it's been dry for most of my life though. Once you get circumcised, like the benefit to me having a horrible life was I looked out for other people. I was like, who the fuck also is suffering through this? But it did suck. Like I could have dealt with a lot more love. Higher social status, like I hate to say it, but were you circumcised or were you given a harem? There's people who literally, it's like, yeah, here's a room full of young teenage girls who have no other mate because they all got taken out. You know what I mean? So that's the high social status. Are you eating cows or are you being eaten? That sort of thing. So it's like I resisted when I was young the moral teaching that life is about winners and losers. But as I got older, it started to seem like that. Yeah, life is literally about winners and losers. Are you freaking eating or being eaten? Were you circumcised or were the girls, did you have a harem full of virgin girls? You know what I mean? That's who you are. So I thought of my dad as a pathetic loser. He worked on the sense of mind, he was okay. He did important engineering work. He was smart, but he wasn't smart enough to doubt the church. He wasn't smart enough to doubt the government. He was a towed the line on that one. Um, and my mom too. Anything the law said, that's what she believed. She didn't have a life where she did what she wanted. She had a life where she saw what the rules were and lived around that, or lived supporting that, which, you know, if the Bible was genuine, it would pop out of thin air. It sounds like buy bullshit, purchase bull. That's a synchronicity, right? Purchase bullshit. It's not true. The main story of the salvation from Jesus and our Adam and Eve is completely fiction. It's made up 1,000%. And it's because men run the planet. People who want slaves. Do slavers just want black people to do all the work? Or do slavers also want girlfriends? They want girlfriends. Well, is a slaver going to give a woman the choice to go and be with who she wants? Hell nah. It's going to be get in the cage. You're getting the waters of life from the Lord. Yeah. So you're pregnant with God, right? There's all sorts of men who read the religions thinking it's talking to them. It's not talking to you. It hates you. It's talking to the girls they might like, which is the truth. They got no problem if they start early waiting for Jesus because then they have a window to pick up the ones they like. So, like I said, most of my pains and most of my problems became clear, direct information about the pains and problems of others. What were other people also going through? So that was useful. Sucked. I wouldn't ever want to do it again, but it was useful. Kind of in the way, if you really just die and you're dead, that would be the nicest end. That would be the easiest end. It's the end I'm the most okay with. Yeah, that's the vlog. Playing in my car, black and white. black and white new character, both cow colored. And then she had perfectly white hair, and so did this other person. I've been to that grocery store 50 times. I've never seen a person there with white hair, not that young. But today it was. Today it was so. So, manifestation's powerful. It's like, why do I have the powers of the creator? Because the creator exists and the creator sees me. The creator knows how to do that. I think it's always wrong to say you're the creator. Too far. People will go crazy with that. The people telling you you're the creator, believe me, have done things like they're the creator in excess. It's better to say the creator exists and the creator can do that. So yeah, that's the vlog. Some romance synchronicity. Still hasn't hit home. You know, I always say I take emails, I take direct messages, I take letters, I take knocks on the door, I take phone calls. You shouldn't be doing some dodgy social thing like, are you going to fight? No, I'm not going to fight for anybody, because is that mine if I have to fight for that? If I have to fight to have it, if I have to convince it to be with me, is it really mine? It's not. Same thing with like the people lying about circumcising everyone are cheats and frauds and pedos. Sex crimes on kids, it's pedophilia. Doesn't matter if you run the gold empire or whatever. Doesn't matter if you're Bill Clinton. So, sucks. I hope one day people are listening to this going, wow, we have way better lives than this guy. I do. I hope one day people think they have better lives than I did. I'd be happy for you.